Alright, the video I'm doing today might not make me very popular among the local real estate agents here in the community, but you know what, whatever, haters gonna hate. I want to make this video because I think it's important. If you're thinking about moving to the Palm Springs area, this is going to be one of the biggest investments you'll probably make in your life. Buying a house, purchasing, investment property, retiring, whatever you're looking to do. These are the things that local realtors here might not tell you, and I'm going to tell you about them today and also help you select the right agent for you. So the first thing that I think it's very important that you know is you need an advisor, not a salesperson. See, a lot of people don't realize this. A lot of people, when you're looking for realtors, you're just thinking of a salesperson. But an advisor, which I like to consider myself, is someone that's going to tell you the truth and be honest with you. See, a lot of realtors, because they're in sales, end up being sort of yes people. So, you show them properties and they're like, oh, that looks great, and you're not really getting any real input or advice from them because sometimes they're scared to hurt your feelings, or they're scared to tell the truth because they don't want to miss out on a sale. And that's actually why I started doing all these YouTube videos, because I was tired of being a salesperson and door knocking and cold calling. I did all those different things, and I'm like, I'm going to make the best videos I can and just give free information. And if people like them, if they like me, they could give me a call, which people do every day, and I love it. And that's how I'm going to get my business, and it's worked great. I have people calling me all the time and reaching out. So hey, if you're thinking about moving here, reach out below, but that's not the point. But that's why I switched it up, because a lot of people in sales, it's like a grind, and every day you're looking to meet new clients. And when you finally get that client, you don't want to scare them off by telling them the truth, but you need someone who's going to tell you the truth. The next thing you need to know about when buying in the Palm Springs area, and this is real, guys, is the real estate agent part-time or full-time? And why I tell you that is a lot of people here in the Palm Springs area, it's a transient area, meaning like a lot of people come here to vacation, they love it so much, and then they move out here full time. But the realtor community out here is a little older, and hey, I'm not hating on that, but a lot of people are doing this job retired, so they're doing it part-time. And I get it, it's a great part-time gig. I mean, I do it full-time 7 days a week, 100 hours a day, and it's amazing. So I don't blame people for wanting to do this part-time, because it is a great way to just earn income on the side. But in a market like this, where you have a neighborhood with, let's say, 500 homes, and there's one home coming on the market every month, you need someone who's on top of it, someone who's doing this 7 days a week, and someone who's like in the saddle and knows really what's going on. Especially we're having, I guess, more at bats because we're having more transactions, we're seeing more things, we just know the market better. So make sure the agent, I just would recommend, you could go with someone part-time, but just think about it. Do you want, say you have like a heart problem, and are you going to go to the doctor who does one heart surgery a year or the one who does 50? You're going to go with the guy who does 50. And I know doctors and realtors, like, I'm not a breaking doctor, but if you're spending $500,000, $1 million on your home, that's a lot of money. That's a big, serious investment, and I think you should take it seriously. The next important thing about moving to the Palm Springs area is you need a realtor who cares more about your goals than the sale. A lot of realtors care about the sale, but they need to know really what your goal is. I recently was working with a client, and they told me some of their different goals. So then when I saw them, maybe the transaction was stressful, or they lost out on a property, and then they started sort of compromising on what their goals were in looking at properties that they didn't really like, but they were just worried about getting a house. I was able to say, hey, look, that's not really what you want. You told me your goals were this. Are they still the same goals? They're like, well, yeah, but. I'm like, no buts. We're going to get you your goal. That's what it's all about. So sometimes I lose sales because I'm more concerned about my clients, ultimately getting what they want and setting themselves up for the future, in the right house, in the right location, whatever, than just them getting into a property. So then I'm done with them, on to someone else. So you need someone who cares more about your goals, and someone who's really gonna, find out information from you, and really you could click with like a real friend, during this process, because you're gonna be spending a lot of time with that person, so you need to be able to, enjoy that person. The next really important thing that you need to know is, like I was saying a little earlier, this is a transient area, so people, it's like Los Angeles, right? No one's really from Los Angeles. Same thing about the Palm Springs area. No one's really from here. I'm on El Paseo, so I'm looking at all the people going by with their shopping bags. Looks fun, but I'd rather be doing this with you. So make sure to like and subscribe, by the way, for weekly videos on the Palm Springs area. Yeah, so you need someone who's like from the area. Now, people might hate on this, especially like a local realtor here. I mean, they don't have to be from the area, right? So I've been coming here ever since I was a kid. My family has had a ranch out here in La Quinta. They've had properties out here. I grew up in Southern California. I'm a Southern California boy. So, and my wife, her whole family's from here. So just someone who knows the desert, right? Because a lot of people do this, they move here and retire and then do it for fun, or maybe they're just new to the desert and want to pick up real estate. Well, they might not necessarily, say you need a handyman, they might not necessarily have someone for a handyman, or like a good pool contractor, they might not know that. So you need someone who maybe they've not been here a long period of time, but someone who's plugged in and has contacts for you. So maybe after you close, you might need someone, they could like direct people your way that could help you out. I think a lot of people just think about the sale, but I like to stay in touch with my clients even after the sale. So if they need anything, they could feel free to call me and I could still, give them advice. It's funny, in this video, I didn't really mention anything about sales because I feel like real estate is more about relationships than sales and just finding someone honest and hardworking than, anything else. It's so funny. I think people could be distracted by other things, but when it comes down to it, you need someone who knows their contracts, yes, and can negotiate for you and know the neighborhoods in the area, but just more importantly, they need to be honest and ethical, which is like, not normal nowadays, which is crazy. But someone who, you could trust and someone who really is looking out for you. So if you're looking for that person, my contact information is below. I'd love to help you. I'm helping people all the time, and have a great day. Thank you for watching. Don't hate.